the cat in there still?
Oh, yeah, cat's in there in Vinnie's room, yeah.
When does it come out of its onesie?
It yesterday came out.
Nice.
Yeah. So she's good to go.
Oh, cool.
Starting to like her more and more. She's really growing on me.
Yeah.
She's clean.
Yeah, well,
she
that
doesn't
helps.
jump up on anything.
Yeah.
She's very tidy. Like,
that's good.
doesn't like kick glitter out of the box or nothing. Like, she's very vocal, as you remember.
Yeah, she was. I love a cat that talks. Chatty.
Little chatty cat.
Yeah.
But yeah, I never thought those words would come out of my mouth.
I never did either. We're getting soft in our old age.
I know, right?
I hate it.
What's up, Paul? What's up, Ron?
I get a notification.
What's up, Raider Cam? Trinidad, John B. Raider. Raider Roo. Oh, what's up, Roo? We were just talking about you. Nice things, of course. But I was telling them about your Twitter message. And Michelle's got your message so we can read it and talk about it on the show. Oh. John Ogle is in there. Yoshi, gifted 5 memberships. Thank you, Yoshi. B-Al is in there. What's up, B-Al? Biff Malibu. Joshua Smith. Trey B. Rough Cuts. Oh my gosh. Telling you, man. All right, here we go. Let's kick it off. Episode number 402 of Raiders Fan Radio.
What's up, guys? It's Rich Incognito, Las Vegas Raiders. I'm here with Raiders Fan Radio. Let's go, Raiders.
Woo! Hey, it's Mike Garafolo, NFL Network here in the home office, and you are listening to the Raiders Fan Radio podcast, taking that lighter journey into the dark side with Murf, Swag Jeff, and Michelle. She's got great hair. It's a little pink, it's a little purple, whatever it is. I'll tell you what, if I could grow it, I would sign up for that color today. So listen to her and the entire crew as they give you all the information on the Raiders on the podcast that benefits the One Nation Foundation. It's a great cause. It's a great pod. Tune in, turn it up. Here it comes. All that Raiders info and takes coming at you right now.
Jackpot, baby. Raiders Fan Radio.
Oakland, L.A., Oakland, Vegas, Raider Nation, wherever, forever. You got your old Uncle Mosh and Raiders Fan Radio from Murf's Man Cave, taking a lighter journey into the dark side. Sit back, put your feet up, pop a top, and enjoy the ride. Here we go!
Look left, look right, Paletnikov, a leaking pass, touchdown!
We miss you, we love you, and we'll see you in the Hall of Fame.
When you have great coaches, then after you have great coaches, you get great players. You have a great organization, and you tell them one thing: just win, baby.
Way up the middle, intercepted Filipiano at the 50, time running down. Oakland football, and I think Oakland victory. The Oakland Raiders have scored on the most zany, unbelievable, absolutely impossible dream of a play.
Well, I love this team. I think this team can win. I think this team can win.
You are listening live to Raiders Fan Radio. Take it away, guys.
I guess it helps if I unmute my microphone. Well, thank you, Brett Musburger. What is up, Raider Nation? Your buddy Murf back once again for what we trust will be a fantastic episode of Raiders Fan Radio, episode number 402 of Raiders Fan Radio, coming to you live from Murf's Fan Cave amidst the frozen tundra, the frozen wasteland of Middle Tennessee as we've been dealing with an ice storm. Of course, we jest about it because thankfully where we live in that part of Middle Tennessee, It's been impacted, but it hasn't been impacted like Nashville has. Nashville and a lot of the surrounding neighborhoods, man, like immediate surrounding neighborhoods in little cities, they got clobbered, man. So
there's still so many people without power.
Oh my gosh,
absolutely.
They were up to 300,000, I think, at one time, something like that. Yep. So we're thinking about y'all. Pray for y'all up there dealing with that stuff, and everybody else around the country that's dealing with the ice storm. And this thing was gnarly. And when you hit communities like ours, you know, places in like Texas. My boss lives in Texas. I talked to him today. They're not built for it. It's like, you know, it's funny because people that live in like the Northeast or the, you know, the Midwest, they're like, oh, that's not that bad. You know, like our buddy Wyoming Raider.
Yeah.
He's like, it was just a Thursday for us. Well, yeah, because you guys are ready for it. Like we don't have this kind of weather down here. We are not equipped, man. So anyway, so it has a much bigger impact. But anyways, but we're coming to you live tonight and very thankful to do so after we've been sequestered in our homes for the past 4 days. So thank you to all of those of you that are joining us in the chat room tonight. Appreciate LV Maximus is in there. Our buddy Raider Rue is in there. Rundown, what's up, Rundown? Man, I love Rundown. Him and I trade paint all the time on Twitter. And of course, then I've been on his show a couple of times. He's a great guy, great show producer, not content creators. I'm starting a new movement. We're not content creators. We're show producers. We create
there you
shows.
Go.
We produce shows.
You create content too, though. You're both.
Yeah, but I feel like creating content is just like content's just content. We produce a show.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
No, I mean, I feel you.
Because you can make content and
Well,
I know shows can suck too. But
yeah, like I don't know. I think creating content also, if you do it well, it's something to be proud of. Yeah.
We got it all, man. We just do it all.
I'm producing shows.
But you produce shows.
You're a show producer.
Yeah, you're a show producer.
Okay, all right, fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah.
All right, we'll take.
I'm the FanDuel guy. That's what I do.
Yeah, I don't even do that. Now I'm. What am I doing here?
The emails. You're the email lady.
I read. I can read. I can read.
We always appreciate Martin is in there. Kyle Raider is in there. Doug McRoberts is in there. Let's see. Space Beast is in there. Raider Lorian is in there. Is it Kubiak or Webb? Brother, we are going to get to that for sure.
Yep.
We've got a lot to talk about there in that. Ron the Materator is in there holding it down. Let's see. Dave Cooper is in there. Coming to us from Northern California. Appreciate you, brother. That's my old stomping grounds where I grew up.
Yeah, man.
Being from San Jose, California. Let's see. Jay Jackson's in there. Navajo on the go.
There you go.
What's up, buddy? Appreciate you. So many of our good friends are in there. There was one comment that really got my attention here early on.
Kyle Raider got my attention because he says it's 70 degrees in Southern California right now.
Oh, man.
God, I'm seething with
Holy
jealousy.
cow.
That's Michelle's old stomping ground.
Yeah.
That's where you're from.
Yoshi says a 90-degree difference between me and you, Kyle, because
Oh my
gosh.
Yoshi, he's in Alaska, right?
No,
he's not in Minnesota. I'm sorry.
I think
Minnesota.
So, Minnesota, yeah.
Oh my God, I can't even.
That's wild.
That's
this
wild.
is bad enough.
Yeah. See, Yoshi's like laughing at me,
Yeah.
going like, "Ooh, we have an ice storm." And Yoshi's like, "Pff."
Yeah.
Yep. Exactly.
"Yeah, and we have an ice storm."
Get in the freezer.
Yeah, he has 300 days of an ice storm every year.
yeah.
God.
But anyways, I don't do this show alone. Thank you to the. Oh wait, I guess I better tell you this first too. You can join our show each and every week at youtube.com. It's 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern. youtube.com/Raiders Fan Radio. And if you can't join us there, you can join us on the audio version of the podcast where we are presented to you by the good folks at FanDuel and, of course, the Believe Network where we are supported. And we cannot thank those folks enough for their support of this show because 100% of their advertising dollars goes to our nonprofit, which is the One Nation Foundation. And so thanks again to those folks. Thanks to everybody in the chat room. Thanks to Yoshi. Speaking of Yoshi, gifting memberships in there. We appreciate that. Oh, I know what it was. Somebody in there said this show has, I love the sound bites. And I'm like, sound bites?
F you, Travis Kelce.
We are loaded with sound bites.
I hate the Raiders! I hate the Raiders! John, calm down.
We need to check on that kid.
I know, right?
Poor kid.
Gosh.
It was one of my favorites.
Oh,
that's
it's
a
so
good
good.
one.
Oh,
Bitches.
No,
great.
this is the best.
Good man.
I love it. My favorite part about that is, well, that guy was amazing, but
Yeah, he
your
was.
laugh right there. When you just hear your laugh in the opening part.
Good man.
Bitches.
That poor guy.
Oh, poor guy. That was our
And
cab
he
driver in
goes to
Vegas.
sleep thinking about us.
Oh, 100%.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. It's the one swear that he's ever done.
Yeah, because he was like, I don't say those things, guys. I don't say those things. I'm like, come on, it's for a podcast. It'll be funny.
Yeah.
And he's like,
two drunk Raider fans in the back of his taxi going, come on, motherfucker.
Yeah. And he goes, what do I say? And I'm like, get made. That's when he goes, get made. Oh, because I said, say get made, bitches.
Yeah.
And he goes, get made. And that's when I'm like, bitches. And he's like, bitches.
Get mad, bitches. Get mad, bitches.
Oh my gosh, that poor guy. I love him. I wish I remember what his name was. Shame on me, man.
I know,
what a nice guy he was. All right, but hey, speaking of nice guys, we call that a segue in the biz.
I love it.
What do you think? I'm not talking about you though.
Well, yeah, that's
you got excited. I thought maybe I was getting ready to introduce my son.
Nice
Vinnie.
guys are nice.
No, I'm just kidding. No, of course he's a nice guy. He is my best friend and yours. He adorns the right side corner of the Murf's Fan Cave studio. Give it up for my best friend and yours. I already said that, but I said it again because you're just such a good best friend.
I really am.
To all of us.
You are.
I really am.
Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, it's Swag Jeff.
It's Diamond and Profiler.
What up, Swaggo?
Oh my gosh, I'm freezing my ass off over here in the corner over here.
It's cold down here.
It's cold as hell down here, but yeah, I'm fired up to be here. Fired up to be outside of the house because, like you said, we've kind of been, iced in a little bit and all that, and so we were slipping and sliding down your hill to come down to do the show. But we're fired up to be here, and yeah, we're excited to talk about coaches and all that stuff. It's Michelle's favorite thing to do is speculation. So it's just another show of speculation. But but we're going to talk about some other cool things. Some great friends and partners of ours here at Raiders Fan Radio. We're going to hear from some amazing folks like we always do in the Sea of Fans. It's just what a time to be here for Raiders Fan Radio on a Wednesday night, man. I love it.
Okay.
Yeah. That was my request.
Oh, was it? Oh,
Raider Lorian in there. He said that's my favorite one.
Yeah.
Truly, that's
and it's funny because you know what I love about that? You can play it after anything.
Literally
and it's
anything.
Still funny.
And it's always funny. 100%.
It works every time.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
So speaking of works every time.
It's true.
Is sitting across from me, the one and only.
Speaking of segues.
It's the one and only, the lovely Michelle Sweat.
Oh, wow.
Damn it, that's my fault. See, this is what happens when I got too many buttons.
Oh my gosh.
I'm button happy over here. Okay, let's try it again. Go.
Michelle Sweat.
Hi, Michelle.
Hi. It is cold down here. I can't feel my toes or my fingers, and I'm bringing gloves next time.
I've got some Raider blankets.
There's some
over
blankets
there.
over there if
I
you need
have
some.
a long jacket.
Oh,
that's on,
good.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay, all right.
I actually
there's
brought a
two.
Raiders blanket in the car, but I didn't bring it down.
Okay, because when I
really would
when I
rather
was
be cold.
on Monday night when I was down here doing show prep, I had to bust out the Raider blankets because I was down here shivering. So don't be shy if you want one.
Oh, I will grab one if I need it. But
Okay.
yeah, I'm fine. I'm good. I'm layered up. I have a lot of layers on. So
Okay.
yeah.
All right,
And I
so-
was not going to miss a speculation show. So
Well, I was
getting in
gonna
that
Well,
car. I was
yeah.
going to get here.
You braved
right.
the frozen tundra
Yeah,
so
for
you could talk
speculation.
about.
What
Talk
could be-
about
what's our
coaches that
dreams?
aren't going to be our coach.
I love it.
So we could do this for an hour, and then guess
Yes.
what? Then they're going to announce John Gruden
No,
on Friday.
God, please.
Oh.
Please, no.
It's possible.
Possible.
Anything's possible. That's why I love this.
That is
I
true.
love this so
That is true.
Absolutely. Okay, before we get into it, let's just because I brought it up. So
Okay.
let's just get the silliness out of the way.
Okay.
Hopefully it's silliness. Listen, people get whatever, you can get riled up about all you want. It's
True.
it's the truth of what we heard based on the information that was around at the time. And Michelle and I heard this from a reputable source at a Raider event that don't be surprised if John Gruden ends up being coach of the Las Vegas Raiders again. This was pre-Pete Carroll.
Yeah.
Okay. But it was all based on not only this person's connection to Mark and John, but that Mark has got an affinity for John Gruden. And so this isn't me advocating. I'm not advocating at all. I do not want it to happen. Like,
Don't call the show and curse at you.
Don't get mad at me. I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is that it wouldn't shock me. Because Mark is that. Now, the only reason that I have faith that it won't happen, so we'll have the discussion go in this direction. I don't think John Gruden is going to sniff anywhere close to being the next head coach of the Raiders because Mark has excused himself from the responsibility of the next coach.
Yeah.
John Spytek and Tom Brady, sure shit, not Tom Brady, are going to endorse John Gruden being the coach of this football team again.
No.
But if this were solely left up to Mark, I think that it would be a realistic conversation and not just wild ass shit.
And of course, Mark Davis, bless his heart. We know he's made some weird decisions, but I think even he has to see that ship is probably sailed.
Okay.
I just want to believe that. I'm going to believe that for my sanity because everyone, well, it feel like maybe not everyone, maybe there are some people that want him, but
no one in the chat wants him. They're like, stop talking about this.
Yeah, it just feels like everybody would know that ship has sailed.
Well, and
I'd like to believe that he knows that too.
I think so. And every time I've seen it brought up on Twitter, Jeff, it's been the same response.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone pretty much unanimously goes, not only no, but fuck no.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, no, 100%, man. And, but I think you made a really good point there. I think if Mark hadn't kind of recused himself from, the decision-making that's happening right now, I think that would be a whole different conversation that we would be having to have because that would be a serious possibility. But, but now that Tom and Spytek and all, I mean, no, I don't think it's going to happen.
Because he's already turned down interviews. Like, there's interest in there from college and pro teams about him.
Sure.
Who was it that hit him up about being an offensive coordinator? There was somebody I just read this week that was like, wanted to bring him in to be an OC, and he was like, nah, I don't want to.
Like Arizona or something like that, or something like that.
I wasn't Arizona because they don't have a coach, but still, it was somebody like inquired about him to come in for an interview, and it was like, and he was like, no, I'm not going to do that, and I don't blame him. I wouldn't leave Barstool in that sweet gig either to go be an OC, but anyways, all that said, hopefully that ship has sailed.
Hope so.
That is a long extinguished conversation now at this point. Let's
Kyle Rader said the Jets.
That's what it was.
They
the
reached
Jets.
out to him. Yeah.
That's who it was. Thank you, Kyle Rader. See, this chat room is so smart, man. Yeah. Chat room is our football brain on so many times. And if you're missing out on the live show, the chat room is one of the best things about the live show. They know more about football than we do. They are smarter than we are. And the support that we get from the chat room is amazing. It's tough for me to keep up with the chat throughout the course of the show, but we're going to try to be better. I'm just going to tell you that. We're going to try to be better about keeping up with the chat and highlighting some of the comments in there. And speaking of that, Jeff, before you get to your episode number, which is episode 402, and we take an episode number and tie it back to something significant within Raider Nation, shout out said chat room. And what are they talking about now?
Absolutely,
Besides yelling at me about bringing up John Gruden.
Well, that was pretty much it. And
I'm yelling at me for bringing it up.
Martin is in there. Space Beast is in there. Doug McRoberts in there. Don Juan is in there. Richard Hardy in there. Trinidad. Let's see. A bunch of people have talked about, and I had it on my notes as well, but Vinnie Bonsignor posted a thing just before the show went live that Clint Kubiak has his second interview with the Raiders on Saturday scheduled.
Oh, really?
Yes. So for those of you, like a majority of us, we've kind of honed in as that might be our guy. Saturday we'll be having a second interview with him.
I have a dumb question. I thought that they didn't. He's the one that's with the Seahawks.
With
right?
the Seahawks.
I thought that they didn't do that until
they can interview. They can't. They can't pen to paper. Okay. But I think you can almost even, and I think you brought this up too on I saw a Twitter post or something like that you can kind of agree in principle behind the scenes, but you can't actually put pen to paper and sign a deal to become the next thing until
you can't
until they're until the Super Bowl's over.
But you can handshake and agree on a deal in principle, and then start the paperwork essentially. You know what I mean? So that way, the day after the Super Bowl or 2 days or a week later if they win it or whatever else.
Right.
And we're going to get into some of the dynamics of this too when we get in the coaching conversation. But there are ways to, and listen, this shit happens in the NFL all the time. And it ain't just with coaches. You think there's a reason that when you think free agency happens in the free agency period? Hell no. That's why the day or the day before free agency actually starts, you start getting contract details because the agents and the lawyers and the teams, they've worked this shit out.
Oh, they've known for a month where they were going to go.
Exactly. So it would not shock me if there's frankly, it wouldn't, again, we'll get to it. I want to get ahead of ourselves tonight, but it wouldn't shock me if there's already a deal in place for somebody, and has been for a hot minute. And the Raiders are going through the motions at this point. But anyways, we'll get there. But what else? Did you shout out the chat room yet?
I did.
Finish on that? Okay,
I did.
good.
Yeah. So like Murph said, so each and every week we take a significant moment within Raider Nation, relate it back to the episode number, and this episode is 402, and I got a good one. I got a really good one, guys.
Okay.
We love a career stat around here.
We do love a career
We
stat.
love a good career stat, and this is a good career stat. And we're going to be highlighting one of our favorites that wore number 21. Of course, that is Cliffy.
Branch. Oh, okay.
Cliff
Nice.
Branch, man. So amazing career with the Raiders. If you know, you know. 3-time Super Bowl champion, all that stuff. Amazing wide receiver. The fastest guy on the planet at that time. But he scored a total of 402 points for the Silver and Black.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's a good one.
Thank you, T-Hom. That was solid.
So divide 402 by 6. What's that math? How many touchdowns is that for the Raiders? I don't remember. I don't remember what his career touchdown number is, but I'll bet you that's it.
Let's see.
Because as a wide receiver, you're only going to score touchdowns.
67.
67 touchdowns? Yeah.
There you go.
That's awesome, man.
Oh, 6'7".
Yes, you did.
Oh, my gosh.
That was so...
Dang it. I thought that was
why
over.
would I do that?
No, it's not over.
It's not over?
Wish. No, there's something that's been tacked onto it. My nieces were filling me in, but I don't remember now. I was not really listening when they were talking about it, but something has been added because I do believe that it's on its way out.
Okay.
I think the kids, we all know too much now, so now the kids have to move on.
And they got to do something different.
They
That's
gotta do
how
something
this stuff
different.
works.
That's how it works. Yeah,
100%. Well, you know, I'm in my late 30s, and you know, so I've seen a lot of my people that I graduated like. You know, we didn't have that when we were kids. We didn't have 6, 7. We didn't have these stupid sayings. I'm like, yeah, except all of us walked around in middle school going, suck it, suck
right,
it.
Yeah.
Like, we're like, yeah, we did.
Yeah, we did.
No, in my generation, it was Saturday Night Live catchphrases.
Yeah,
there you go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you know, wild and crazy guys and all that kind of shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like, it was, you know, and then, of course, and those things morphed over the years from all the different Wayne's Worlds and everything else. So it was like, you know what I mean? Like, that stuff was...
Beavis and Butthead, like all that Wayne's World, like everyone always had it.
Yeah, there's always a thing for
none of us are safe.
No, absolutely not. But what was the one with Rob Schneider when he was in the office and he's like making copies?
Oh
Remember that guy?
Gosh, yes.
Yeah, there's Michelle.
Oh, geez.
Michelle so well
that?
making copies. Remember that? He would make them.
Gosh,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah. Anyway, so every generation has a thing.
Yeah, thank God we didn't have cameras though so there's no proof that I didn't do any of that because there's no proof out there. Now, sorry.
That's
y'all are in big trouble.
That's what I tell my kids
there.
all the time. Everything you do now has a digital footprint. Good luck.
Yep.
Hey, look, we learn it on this show.
Bro.
I still, it's every once in a while, like, because on my life with on the Twitters there, which I do love because I love interacting with Raider Nation, and that's a great place to do it. Yeah. Somebody will send me something and it'll be like, aren't you the guy that said this? And I'm like, yep, that's me. Like, but I own it. I'm like, it was clearly misguided. Like the intentions were well, but it was, clearly not the way that things unfolded, but I'm not going to run from it. But yeah, it is. I mean, it's life online doesn't go away. Like that shit is, permanent.
It sure is.
There you go. Let's hear from Uncle Mosh.
Please.
I'm sure he never did any of that kind of stuff.
Oh my gosh. If I could ever share the pictures that I have of Uncle Mark.
You got your old Uncle Mosh here with an updated contact info.
I have more pictures of that man's
sit
butt.
up, zip up, shut up, and pay attention.
No doubt.
You can call us at 909-345-3346. Or as Murf would say it, 909-345-3346. How about emailing me? You want to email me? Email me. show@RaidersFanRadio.com. Or what about reaching out to us on some of that social media stuff Swaggy likes? Try Facebook at Raiders Fan Radio Podcast. The Twit at Twitter at Raiders Fan Radio. Insta something. Instagram at Raiders Fan Radio. The tiki-tiki-taki-tak. TikTok at Raiders Fan Radio. Or what about the Twitch? Some of you out there twitching. Anyway, Twitch at Raiders Fan Radio. Or if you don't like that, go to the YouTube. America, go to the YouTube. YouTube.com/Raiders Fan Radio. Oh my God, if that wasn't enough, go to your podcast provider and search Raiders Fan Radio. Holy crap, that was a lot.
Good. Nice.
There we go.
That's our catchphrase around here. We do have some RFR catchphrases.
We do.
Y'all
we
start
absolutely
using
do.
them out there in the wild. Start running.
Yeah, teach them to your kids.
Tell your kids.
Yeah.
America, go to the YouTube right now.
Right now.
Right now.
Finally.
That's probably.
Finally.
We got a long one. That's probably the reason that we have all those damn things. Because those are like catchphrases.
Yeah.
There you
You
go.
know what I mean? Like, and so it makes me think of that. Dave Cooper in the chat there says, my middle school teacher's last name was Lamonica. She brought in Raymond Chester to visit the class. Top that, brothers.
That's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool.
That
That's pretty cool.
is.
That said, and that is very cool, Dave. And I'm not trying to one up, but challenge accepted.
However,
We did the last interview ever with Daryl Lamonica before he passed away. We had the absolute incredible good fortune to be able to sit down with that man, and sitting next to him, it was Mosh, Swag, and me, and I was closest to Daryl, and he was sitting right here to my right. And as we're talking, Michelle, like, he grabs onto my arm, and he's just like, I mean, it's one thing to make eye contact.
Yeah.
That dude stares into your soul.
Oh.
There's a handful of people in my life I've met like that, and a lot of them are in the military that can just dart right through you. And like, he was like, and like never broke eye contact, and was like, it was some serious, talking about the Raiders was some serious shit to him. And like, in the most beautiful way. Like, he wasn't, he was the sweetest guy and was so passionate about his life as a Raider. And like, the fact that we don't have that footage or that audio, it breaks my heart. It breaks my heart that we don't have that, because at the time and in the setup that we had, we weren't responsible for it. And unfortunately, the person that was let us down, and so we don't have it. And that's, I mean, there's no, I mean, yeah, whatever. I'm going to shut up because I'll say too much. But
That guy and his birthing hips can go straight to hell.
You damn right. You damn right.
anyways, yeah. So the great Daryl Lamonica, man, what an absolute honor to be able to do that.
Cool,
Yeah, it was really cool. And we told this story before. One of the coolest parts of that was after we got done with the interview, we were just kind of chumming it up with him, and him and Uncle Mosh started talking. He's a couple old dagos, you know what I mean? And they started talking. They're talking about fishing. They're talking about everything except football.
Oh, yeah.
Like, and just to seeing the two of those guys go at it and trade paint and joke with each other and all that, it was really, really, really cool. So anyways, yeah, good memory there. All right, so we got the contact info. So I just got a fun little thing. It's not like a new segment. But on this date, all right, this is kind of cool. On this date, it is January 28th. A lot of significant Raider things have happened in the month of January, based on Super Bowls and playoff wins and all that kind of good stuff. But here, January 28, 1962, I believe was the year, Al Davis is introduced as the new owner of the then Oakland Raiders.
How fun.
I want you to know that this is your team. And I hope you'll grow with us as we grow. And I hope, too, we'll see you at the new stadium in 1966.
I might have it the year wrong, apparently. Oh, is that it?
That was it.
Okay, there we go.
How fun.
That might have been when they announced for the because the Coliseum was built. I think they started playing there in '68, if I'm not mistaken, something like that. I thought that was the introductory press conference, but I don't think that was it. But I'm pretty sure it was '62 was when he got announced, and he wasn't announced, quote, as the owner. He was the managing general partner or the general partner, whatever the hell it was, because he was never took the title of owner. But anyway,
Yeah, because the '63 season was his first season, right?
yeah. So was he the coach first?
Yeah.
He was just a coach. He wasn't in ownership yet, right?
Correct.
So I'm mixing it all up. Straighten me
okay.
out. That's right.
No, it's okay. No, he was the head coach from 63 to 66. Then he left to become the general or the commissioner of the AFL for a little while, and then he came back to Oakland as the managing general partner
In 8, 9? No, it was that post merger.
So that would have been 69,
70.
70. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Thanks for straightening me out there.
Yeah, no, I got you. I got you.
See, all
Don't
this
make
shit
you look
starts to-
stupid.
All this shit starts to meld together in my brain,
Make you
Michelle.
look
I-
stupid.
Yeah. No,
Any
I didn't-
opportunity, any opportunity he can get.
I said I didn't want to make him look stupid.
Oh, I thought you said
No. I'll make you look stupid whenever the hell you want, man.
You said, I'll
Holla
make
at
you
your
look
boy.
stupid.
I got you, dog.
Well, the thing is that I don't have to make me, or you don't have to make me look stupid. I make me look stupid, and then you just capitalize on it.
We can all do
Yeah.
that by our damn
Yes,
selves.
exactly.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. So I hope the chat room is killing me in there. But anyways, appreciate the chat room. Appreciate Space Beast and Paul is in there. Let's see who else we got. Hooligan is in there. What's up, Hooligan?
Space Beast asked, Space Beast asked because they were the Oakland Seniors, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
And so did Al wasn't the one that changed the name. That was the question in there.
No,
Did Al change the name?
No, they were never the seniors.
They weren't?
No, they were voted to be the seniors. But then they realized they're like, nah, this is probably not a great name for a football team, and then
Gotcha.
became the Raiders. But so
Gotcha.
I don't think
Okay.
they were never in existence as the seniors.
Gotcha.
But it was announced because I'm pretty sure that it's all mixing up in my brain now. But I'm pretty sure it was like a San Jose Mercury News kind of a poll or something.
Okay.
And they got voted on, and so they were unveiled that the new team was going to be that, and then changed, or it was unveiled as the seniors, and then it got backlash, and so then it went to vote and became the Raiders. I don't know, something like that. We'll have to figure that. That'll be a great thing for us to do in the offseason.
There you
To
go.
dig into a story like that.
There you
But
go.
Anyways, all right. So let's talk about some shit that we do know about. And that is this coaching search. So Swag Jeff, hit a break for us.
Yep.
Let's reset here and then talk about the modernity of the Raiders and not the past. Ooh, that was a good word.
Modernity.
Put that in your catchphrase.
Yeah.
There you go.
Podcasting and YouTube, the final frontier. These are the episodes of Raiders Fan Radio. Its never-ending quest to bring you the adventures of the Las Vegas Raiders. Its mission to raise money for the One Nation Foundation and to win over new fans. To support the takeover of opposing stadiums and to continue its lighter side journey into the dark side.
Hey Raider Nation, this is Max Crosby from the Oakland Raiders.
And goes down, and Max Crosby, who forced a fumble last week.
You're listening to on Raiders Fan Radio. Thank you so much. Just win, baby.
Man, I've got certain information, all right? Certain things have come to light, and, given the nature of all this new shit, this could be a lot more complex. I mean, it might not be just such a simple,
What in God's holy name are you blathering about?
Well, I'll tell you what I'm blathering about. I've got information, man. New shit has come to light.
All right, so we talked at length last week about what we have going on with our potential new quarterback because we were coming off the heels of the national championship and, of course, Fernando Mendoza's performance in that game. And I think that's just about unanimous. There are a smattering of Raider fans that want them to do something else like trade out or whatever.
Sure.
But the vast majority of people agree that Fernando Mendoza needs to be the target. And I think that that's a big part of what's led to the attractiveness of the Raiders coaching search.
Yeah.
That
Hey, before we move on from Mendoza,
Yeah.
did you see him on Fallon?
I did.
Oh, yeah.
Did you see what colors he was wearing?
He was wearing silver and black.
Of course he was.
He was wearing, and I thought that was a great segment.
It was
It
a
was.
fantastic
That was
segment.
a fantastic segment. I thought that was great. I love the idea that, because Fallon's just such a lighthearted, goofy guy. You know what I mean? Speaking of SNL.
Yeah.
But, and so I think by having him, hit the records and all that kind of stuff, and a lot of people were like, when we were discussing the accuracy of said, little thing that he was doing there. And granted, that's a small stage. Like, when you're watching those shows, those late night shows, they're on tiny little sound stages. Like they're not very
totally.
big. And so people are like, oh my gosh, it's so easy. He's just up close and blah, blah, blah. And like these guys do it at the Pro Bowl games every year. Well, listen, the Pro Bowl games things, other than the one like robot target thing, they move not static, but they move very like at the same speed. Like they're just like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're different lengths and different. This is a guy tossing record albums in the air very inconsistently because he's laughing his ass off because he's Jimmy Fallon. And Fernando's busting those damn things up, man. I was impressed. I was like, that's really freaking cool, man.
That was cool.
I thought it was a really fun segment. I thought he conducted himself very well. He was incredibly well spoken. Like his presence, his charisma came through. And like, I mean, I like the kid, man.
How old is he?
He's
22.
Yeah, almost
22, yeah.
something like that. Yeah.
It's very mature for his age. I mean, sounds very mature for his
100%.
age.
Yeah.
I think his mom has a lot to do with that, just because, you know, like when you have she's got, is it MS that she has, I believe,
correct,
you know, like that, you grow up a little more in those positions than a typical kid would.
That's
so,
true.
Yeah.
That's very true.
Yeah.
But no, he's well put together, man.
Yeah,
he's just,
he really
you know what I
is.
mean? Like, yeah, he's an impressive kid, man. So
I think he's going to be amazing for the culture change that's coming here in Las Vegas. I really do.
I hope so. You know, I hope so. And there's been some people out there too that have been like, oh, like what's, you know, he's, you know, like Derek was like, you know, he's all, you know, devout and he's, you know, and he's just so nice and blah, blah.
Who
Listen,
cares?
Michelle, listen, 100%. Who gives a shit? Like and I've said it on this show numerous times and I'll keep saying it. You can be a really nice guy and be a fucking killer on the field. You could, both those things can exist at the same time. Yeah. I think about it with Raider. I think it's very reflective of what we are as a fan base. What is Raider Nation's like? What is our identity? It's rough. It's rugged. It's, you know what I mean? It's
renegade.
Gritty. It's renegades and all those kind of things. But yet, when you look at what Raider Nation does in their communities, what are our booster clubs and our fan clubs doing?
Yeah,
they're supporting angel trees and, you know, youth football sports programs. They're doing trash pickup on the side of the road. They're marching in parades. They're contributing to nonprofits like what we have. Like Raider Nation can be kind because we're family and still have that and maintain that. So it's like there's a duality of man that can completely exist. And when you're on the football field, there's been nothing that Fernando Mendoza has exuded yet that doesn't demonstrate a badass on the football field. Right. I don't care what his tone is after the fact. I don't care if he gets emotional because rather I'd like it because it means some serious shit to him. So take that emotion and go out there and beat the shit out of the Broncos. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like I don't buy that as a detraction at all. Like I'm sorry, I think
it's a very childish is probably the wrong word to use to be, but this isn't a movie. This is like reality. So you can be somebody who's very goofy or however you want to describe him, but you can still play football at an elite level. Like this isn't like a movie script. You know, this is a real life. Like if you lined up all the guys on the Raiders, they would all, you know, I mean, wasn't there like a football player that really liked Pokemon not too long ago? I don't know if I remember him correctly. Not a Raider, but he was a football.
No, yeah, it was something Williams, the running back for that was with the
Lions or something.
The Lions.
Yeah. But you know, like they all have their own little idiosyncrasies, just like we all do. You know, like it just is wild to try to put a football player into a box that they have to be this like, you know, lunkhead dumbass. You know, like he can be who he is as a person and still play football.
Absolutely. And like, you know, my favorite player of all time is Kenny Stabler. And my favorite Raider quarterback, my favorite Raider player, like, and all-time favorite football player. And he was notorious for his nightlife and, you know, and his off-field and all that kind of stuff. But he was a killer on the field. He was clutch. What was the number one thing that, because if you're all those things and then you don't show up on Sunday and you don't throw a pass falling down that becomes one of the most famous in the history in the NFL and the sea of hands. Like if you don't do those things, then that notoriousness and that renegade and all those things, then they're meaningless. And so when you look at what Fernando Mendoza is on the field and that clutch gene, like that's what's going to endear him to us, not what he's like in an interview or off the field, but the fact that he can go on a show like Jimmy Fallon and be this wholesome ass kid. Like, I mean, okay, like fine. But what does he do when it comes time to put the helmet on?
Yeah, watch that Miami game. Watch the national championship game. Not only watch the play of him diving across the goal line and all that stuff, but look at the way he got his ass beat in the first half. I mean, bloodied lip, all that stuff.
Bruised up all over.
But guess what? That son of a bitch got up every single time and continued to ball. That dude is tough as nails, bro. Yeah. He's tough as nails.
It's like Rocky.
It's what you want, right?
That's exactly what you want. Just take it the best you got and still keep coming back.
There you go.
You know what I mean? Like,
there you go.
I freaking love that kid, man.
Love it.
Anyways, I'm glad you brought that up, Swag. That was pretty neat, man. Because he's been doing the whole media rounds. He did the Good Morning America thing with what's the guy's name? Carson
Daly?
Daly.
Used to be a DJ and for KOME in San Jose back in the day.
Really?
Yeah. But anyways,
what he did that show on MTV too. What was it?
Total Request Live.
TRL.
TRL, yeah.
And so he's a big Raider fan, and he came on, and Mendoza was on the set, and he's like, "All right, we're gonna hopefully take care of you. We're gonna get you a line, and we're gonna, you know what I mean? Like it was, it's fun. We featured Carson on the show a few times. Some of his clips. But yeah, man, like it was cool seeing Fernando doing the media rounds, and I thought he did great. And and the idea that if you don't think that that's an absolute focal point of a lot of the conversation in this coaching search, then I would say that you're mistaken, because the people that say like, oh, the Raiders' job isn't that attractive. Listen, when you've got the number 1 overall pick, you've got a premier quarterback that's available for the taking. You've got and depending on what source you listen to or what website you look at, you have between $100 and $120 million in cap room. You're going to get patience from the organization because they have restructured the way they're going about their hiring practices. You're going to get patience from a fan base because our expectations aren't going to be Super Bowl in year 1 or, or anything lofty, for instance, because we understand what a reclamation project the current Las Vegas Raiders are. So you're going to get a lot of things to benefit a new head coach coming in to take this job. So some of the things that are out there now, and let's kick off this coaching search conversation by listening to Tom Pelissero on with Rich Eisen. He brings up some things that I think are a lot of speculation, and it rhymes a lot with a lot of the speculation I see from fans on social media. So let's listen to this clip, and then I want to get your guys' thoughts in the chat room as well.
Did Tom Brady call the game of his next head coach? It's Clint Kubiak in that mix. Did that happen?
I was thinking two things here, Rich. One, Tom Brady is watching Clint Kubiak call an absolute masterpiece for the Seahawks. Two, wait, Tom Brady is there and Joe Brady is interviewing for the Raiders head coaching job on the same day. This is part of the odd, part of this multifaceted role that Tom Brady has. Is there's parts of the process that he's been really involved in. There's other parts like this current round of interviews that it sounds like he's not involved in. Clint Kubiak certainly, I believe is going to have at least one more interview. Whether or not he actually pursues a job, whether he decides to stay in Seattle, and if they make that worth his while, there's a lot of stuff to sort out. What's so amazing with Clint is, he's on his 5th different team in 5 years. He has bounced around. There was a little bit, from my understanding, that they had to kind of talk him into, hey, come to Seattle, because you can imagine a guy who's got a wife and a family. They're like, how many times are we going to do this consecutively? Well, it hit, and it hit in such a big way that a guy that when the Seahawks hired him, they were certainly not thinking this guy might be one and done here as the offensive coordinator, has very much been in focus. But, the types of jobs we're down to here, Rich, may weigh on some of these things as well. This is not solely to bag on, the Browns, and obviously we've well documented their process and the number of candidates that have said no. But the Arizona Cardinals is a really, let's call it, challenging job with what they have to do and figuring out, probably eating a bunch of cash and cap on Kyler Murray, trying to find a new quarterback, figuring out all the various things of why things went wrong a year ago in a division where you're going up against McVay, Shanahan, and McDonald for the foreseeable future. That's a really difficult job. And then with Las Vegas, I just said it. I mean, you've got Tom Brady, who ostensibly is running the football operation along with John Spytek. That's directly a quote from owner Mark Davis. And yet, people come out of those interviews just going, who exactly is running the building? What exactly are we what am I looking at here? Tom lives in Miami. How is he co-running the football operations, from 2,000 miles away? Again, and in a really tough division where you're going up against Sean Payton, and Andy Reid and Jim Harbaugh. And then you got Cleveland, which again, we've talked a lot about that. So 3 of the 4 jobs left. I think objectively speaking, in some order, Rich, most people would have ranked out of 10 vacancies, 8, 9, 10.
All right, listen, I like Tom Pelissero a lot.
I do too.
I really enjoy his reporting. I love the NFL Network and him and oh my gosh, Mike Garofalo. Like I really love that he opens our show, for crying out loud. You know what I mean? Like I love those guys. And Ian Rappaport, who we're going to hear from Ian Rappaport here in a minute. So anyways, that said, I vehemently oppose to a lot of the things that Tom Pelissero had to say right there. And I'm going to start it off my comments with this. I'm going to read you this statement. The Las Vegas Raiders have relieved Pete Carroll of his duties as head coach. We appreciate him and wish him and his family the best. Moving forward, General Manager John Spytek will lead all football operations in close collaboration with Tom Brady, including the search for the club's next head coach. Together, they will guide football decisions with a shared focus on leadership, culture, and alignment with the organization's long-term vision and goals. Signed, Mark Davis. Let me repeat this part. John Spytek will lead all football operations in close collaboration with Tom Brady. John Spytek will lead all football operations. God dang it, for those of you in the back, including Tom Pelissero, John Spytek will lead all football operations. Don't speculate on this bullshit that because Tom Brady isn't in the room, that freaking that people are confused of like who's in charge.
Ooh, yeah.
John Spytek will lead all football operations. Like when the close collaboration of freaking with Tom Brady, what does that mean? Well, just to draw out our own example, Murf leads all podcast operations for Raiders Fan Radio in close collaboration with Swag, Jeff, and Michelle.
There you go.
The end. Like Tom's got input. Tom has Spytek has to be accountable to what's going on. Keep him informed. Keep him in the loop. When Tom's available, Tom will be there. But outside of that, Tom has outside obligation. But I don't know why there's confusion for you, Tom Pelissero, because there's certainly not confusion for me based on the goddamn black and white statement that the Raiders made. So that when these coaches come in and they interview with Spytek, well, that's the story. Like, it doesn't have to be anything further than that. And the other thing I'll give you, too, that he brought up in there, he was like, well, Clint Kubiak, who Tom Brady mentioned on his broadcast, watching that Seahawks game, by the way, about 17 times. Don't tell me that wasn't subliminal.
Oh, yeah.
But he said something to the effect of, well, Clint Kubiak's bounced around 5 times in 5 years, and and he's going to want to have security and whatever. I'm paraphrasing, but he was lending to the notion of that Kubiak would want to be settled. Okay, all right, very fair, and I talk about that a lot. That these guys are human. They've got families. They've got kids in school. They've got churches they're parts of, or whatever else communities they're part of. They don't want to just uproot and leave. Being in a coaching family is a tough gig, right? So you do want to have security. You want to have stability in your life. Well, guess what? Are you going to get more stability going back to Seattle for year 2, or being the head coach of a football team where you've got all the patience and all those things that I just talked about to lead off this segment? To me, the stability comes from, let me take the head coaching gig. Let me draft this quarterback first overall. Let me go ahead and spend in free agency. That gives you stability, not I'm going to go be a coordinator again. And if he does decide to do that and he chooses to be a coordinator for the rest of his coaching career, then God bless him. And he might go back, because if they win it, he might go, you know what? Very few people have won them back to back. I want a shot at that. Or if they lose, hey, man, I want another bite at that apple. We got a great squad. Give me another shot to go back and win it again. So it wouldn't shock me if he went back to Seattle. But he's not going to back to it for longevity, because he doesn't want to stop his coaching career at being an offensive coordinator, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? If you got head coaching aspirations, then you're going to take the gig. That's all I'm saying. So there was a lot there, Jeff. Swag, Jeff.
Yeah, 100%, man.
React.
Yeah. No, I think that I didn't agree. I'm with you. I didn't agree with a bunch that Tom Pelissero had to say there,
and that sucks because I like that guy,
and I do too. I like all three of those guys. Garofalo, Ian. I like all those guys. I think they're great. But like, who told him that all of our coaching candidates are saying who's in charge in these meetings? Like, where the hell did he get that information from? Like, clearly it's speculation because he's like, well, how? This is him. This is his opinion.
Exactly.
This is his opinion saying, well, how is Tom Brady doing this when he's in Miami or he's in Seattle? He's here, he's there, whatever. Joe Brady's getting interviews while Tom Brady's calling a game and all this. Okay, yeah, like you said, John Spytek is the guy. And before he makes a call, he'll probably say, hey, Tom, we're thinking about hiring Clint Kubiak. You cool with that? Yep, do it. Whatever. It doesn't matter. Yeah. He can be in Timbuk too. It doesn't matter where he's at. Yes, he can do that because he's got his guy in the building that's calling the shots, and he's just overseeing it. He's making sure that, that everyone's on the same page with it. God forbid that the Raiders are on the same page with each other in the freaking front office, right?
Oh, my gosh.
I don't see anybody that's confused about the situation. Everybody knows what Tom Brady's doing. They know that he's announcing. Like, everybody knows what's going on. And, okay, so he's in Miami. Like, he can't get a private jet to Vegas.
Yeah.
At any given moment, at any moment, drop of a dime, hey, I need to head out. Like, no one's confused. I think that was just stirring up speculation. I love
it.
I love it. But I think that was just like a weird way to sort of stir up a little bit of a story because nobody's confused.
It's not 1976, Michelle.
Come on,
bro. You know what I
Let's
mean?
go.
Like, we also have these.
Yeah.
These are cell phones. They work anywhere.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Right.
You
don't have to send a pigeon.
We have FaceTime. We have Zoom. We have all these different, there's ways to be in touch from wherever you're at.
That's such a weird thing to say.
How is he doing that from there?
I don't
Are you stupid?
Yeah,
you big dumbass? Like, what do you think?
Send the Raven.
What? Get the typewriter. I have a message to send.
I don't understand.
We've got a message from Winterfell.
Yeah.
Clint Kubiak wants to be the coach.
Oh my gosh.
I've been watching Game of Thrones, if you can't tell.
Yeah.
But, man, I'm with you guys, man. It's
Tom Brady gets Morse code. I don't know how to read this. Oh my God. Yeah, like what the hell? Oh my God.
Man, so stupid. It's so stupid. But anyways, and then to go back to the idea that what we talked about at the top of the show, listen, there's probably a deal already in principle. It's probably already, and so I would say this, Raider Nation, like anybody that's getting I know, listen, I'm just as anxious as you are for this thing to be done because you want to know who the guy is. We want to see the plan start to form. We want to see this thing get going. I totally understand that notion, right? That said, I would rather them take their time and make sure you got your guy. And if your guy is in the playoffs and now in the Super Bowl, and it might not be Clint Kubiak, man. Listen, it might not be him. But if it is, then that's okay. Let's just wait this thing out. There are some other guys that are out there. There is there's that Nate Shielhouse guy. Because, I'll tell you what. Shout out the chat room, and then I've got another clip to play, and then let's get into if it's not going to be Clint Kubiak, what some of the other options might be for the Raiders.
Absolutely, man. Justin Marmon is in the chat.
Hey. What's up,
Justin?
Says you three
Who's
look.
that guy?
I know, right? Yeah, you three look and sound great. Support the One Nation Foundation. Go Raiders. Just grin, baby, with a $5 donation to One Nation Foundation. Thank you, Justin.
Jeez, just $5, Justin?
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
It's a joke, Justin.
Yeah, that was him that said that. It wasn't any of us.
That was Justin understands our sense of humor. That was a joke. And if you're not aware, Justin is now our boss. And we are very thankful for that.
Well,
Based on his investment in Raiders Fan Radio and the One Nation Foundation.
There you go.
And cannot thank him enough. Thank you very much.
Oh, 100%. 100%. Let's see. Richard Hardy is in there. Paul is in there. Raider Roo is in there. Mark Barris, who says carrier pigeons, is in there. Get to the chopper is in there.
Oh, nice.
He said we need a code name for Tom Brady. He said we need to call him Greg or something because F him. So yeah, some people still got a case of the ass for Tom Brady, and
Well, can I comment on that?
Sure.
Sure, it's your show.
Thanks. Well, it's our show.
Yeah.
Well, it's actually Justin's show.
Yeah.
now.
Justin, can you comment
earlier
on
in the
this?
show, you said I lead all podcast operations.
Oh, that's
But I'm
right.
Closely supported by
Yeah.
Swag Jeff and Michelle.
But yeah,
We'll pull that sound up later. We can reference
Oh,
it.
no, we won't need to pull it up. He'll already have it clipped.
Actually, you know
He's
what?
gonna post that shit on Twitter tonight.
Just so everyone's clear.
You know what? If I'm the John Spytek, Justin is the Tom Brady for real.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Where was I going with that? I don't remember.
No, wait.
Shit. This is what happens when you're 53 years old.
I was going to say, don't ask me because.
Oh,
I thought you were pulling up another clip.
No, you were going to say something. What was it? Was it about Justin?
No, it was about what was the conversation about?
You were going to talk about Tom Brady. Someone said they didn't want to call him Tom Brady, and
okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right. For those of you that still have hangups about Tom Brady, I would just say this, and I'm not telling you how to be a fan. I'm not telling you what opinion to have. You have the opinion that you're going to have. I will just lobby a different position, okay? Just for the sake of conversation. I know that you don't like Tom Brady and you don't like the Patriots because of what happened for the Tuck rule. And I understand that was a legacy that was robbed from us. It led to the trading of John Gruden, and it kicked off a championship legacy for one team and robbed another team of said legacy. I fully understand that position. And I get it that you don't like them because they were, quote, cheaters or whatever else. Bill Belichick didn't even make the Hall of Fame today because of that said notion, right? It wasn't Tom Brady. It wasn't the Patriots. It was Walt Coleman and the NFL. Direct your anger towards the people that are responsible. Walt Coleman was the head official and the one that made the call. The time that he invoked the Tuck rule, and it's never been invoked again, although we almost saw it get invoked again this last weekend. But it's not Tom. It's not the Patriots. It's Walt Coleman. It's the NFL. They deserve your ire. They deserve your hatred. They deserve your anger. Tom had nothing to do with that shit. If the Raiders were put into that position, I would want our quarterback to go, okay, cool, got away with that one.
Yeah.
I'd want him to do the same damn thing. So I get it. I totally get it, but it's not as deserving of your hatred as what the entities that were actually responsible for it. And the last thing I'll say to you is this: that those of you that have a problem with the Patriots and quote cheating, you need to look in the damn mirror. You need to look in the damn mirror.
There you go.
Because what was the sign that was on the wall in the locker room, Swag Jeff?
Yeah.
For the Raiders?
Rule number 1, cheating is encouraged. Rule number 2, see rule number 1.
Come on now.
Yep.
That's our legacy.
Yeah. You think Rich Gannon would have been like, no, hey, we need to give that to them.
Right.
That was a fumble.
Yeah.
No. You kidding me?
Give me a break.
Yeah.
No.
Also, too, he's here now. He's a Raider now.
He's a Raider now.
He's a Raider now.
Sometimes you have to let bygones be bygones.
Gotta let it go, man. Gotta let it go.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't have to. You get it.
You don't have to. Yeah, that's
do
true.
whatever the hell you want to do.
Yeah.
I would encourage you to let it go.
I think you would be happier if you let it go.
You gotta.
Yeah.
You gotta. Look, they're not a rival of the Raiders. I saw somebody say that the other day. They're like, yeah, but the Patriots are one of the Raiders' biggest rivals. I'm like, no, they're not. No, they're not. Our rivals are the three in our division. And if you go back to the 70s, the Pittsburgh Steelers, you could even say the New York Jets. Like those are Jerry Jones and the Dallas Cowboys were a rival organization for the Raiders because he modeled so much after what Al did. The regional rivalry is the damn Niners. I hate the Niners. I hate the Niners. Outside of our division, I hate the Niners more than any other team in the NFL because I'm a Northern California guy. Like that's a rival. The Patriots aren't a rival. We weren't the Patriots were kicking the shit out of us going to the Super Bowl every year. The Broncos were kicking the shit out of us. Phillip Rivers was kicking the shit out of us. LaDainian Tomlinson was kicking the shit out of us. Alex Smith was kicking the shit out of us. That's a rival. Those are the people you should hate, not the fucking Patriots who we played twice after the Tuck rule. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. Anyway, that's just my opinion. I could be wrong. All right, Swag Jeff. Hit a break and then
Oh, man.
I'm fired up tonight. Hit a break and then.
But you know what? You think what you think, though.
Yeah.
You know?
You're all fucking nuts, but think whatever you want to.
There you go.
I'm just kidding.
There you go.
I'm jokes around here.
Oh, my God.
Like
You're full of them. You're full of them tonight.
It's always jokes.
Yeah.
It's
Those
all
are two jokes that Murf was told where you had to say that it was a joke.
Har har, bitch.
Yeah.
We're laughing. I don't know.
Sure
Las
to
Vegas,
yell at people
a
for their
city
opinions.
out of pro football.
Look, you're dumbass.
In a world gone mad. What can we do? Acquire the most desired franchise in sports history? Sin City, lost wages, home of the Elvis weddings, and 24-hour debauchery.
Yeah.
But finally, a match made in heaven. The Oakland Raiders have landed in the desert with the Death Star as their home. And to celebrate beyond your imagination has come 3 individuals hosting the most irreverent show while paying homage to the storied history of this franchise. Raiders Fan Radio with Murf, Swaggy J, and Michelle, taking a lighter side journey into the dark side.
It doesn't matter what you think.
Yeah, Raider Lorian said, oh, okay.
All right, I got another soundbite here for you.
Yeah, good luck either way. But yes, the Las Vegas Raiders have done several interviews, several second interviews. One, we know now Brian Daboll going to be the offensive coordinator for the Tennessee Titans. More on that in a second. Davis Webb, though, certainly seems to be a focus for the Las Vegas Raiders. Was there for a couple days, a second interview, an in-depth interview, a strong candidate there. And then came the news that we brought to you actually in the middle of this show yesterday that Joe Lombardi, the Broncos offensive coordinator, had been fired. You would think that those things are at least loosely related. Also would not expect the Raiders to be done interviewing, so they may look at another young offensive candidate for their opening. So they have done a work, they've done a lot of legwork, but it doesn't seem like they're competing with anyone right now, so they can take a breath, take their time, and make sure it's right.
All right, so we've got more coaches. You're going to love this, Michelle. You're going to really love this part of it. More prospective coaches that could come in. If it's not Clint Kubiak, who clearly is the Raiders, or at least as fans, the favorite in the clubhouse. But you got guys like Ejiro Evero, right? You got who's the young defensive coordinator for the Carolina Panthers. I didn't realize this. He was on the Raiders practice squad back in 2004. So
no
got
kidding.
A little bit of a loose Raider connection, yeah. So you got guys like him. But you heard the comment there from Rappaport that there's another a young offensive coach that's going to interview. I think the most of us on the Twitters, which everybody knows whatever is on Twitter is real, but it's probably Nate Scheelhaase, right?
Yes.
Like that's probably going to be the guy. You and I were talking about him a little bit before the show started. Do you think that is the quote, probably the other young, because it's either, if it's not Davis Webb,
right,
then it's who's been talked about and connected to the Raiders already a bunch. Scheelhaase has loosely been, right? And so talk about him a little bit, who he is.
Yeah, and I think that, because there's only 2 head coaching positions left right now. It's us in Arizona, correct?
Yes.
So you've got Kubiak and you got Webb. So I feel like,
the Browns hire.
The Browns hired a Todd Monken.
Todd Monken, the defensive coordinator from
the old ass from the Ravens.
Coordinator from the Ravens,
yeah. Yeah, interesting call. Yeah, interesting call.
Good for them.
Yeah, they browned that one up big time.
I browned that one up.
Yeah, big time. But Nate Scheelhaase, he is he was the 2025 Rams passing game coordinator. He was the offensive assistant and passing game specialist last year for the Rams. So he's a young guy. He's 35. He spent a lot of time in college as well. He was at Iowa State for from 2018 to 2023, coaching all aspects of the offense, from wide receivers, running backs, quarterback coach, all that stuff. And was finally in 2023 2023, became the offensive coordinator. But before that, he was also he went to Illinois, where he was a running back coach and offensive assistant, and he was the assistant director of football operations at Illinois. So he's a young, up-and-coming guy. To me, that guy, if we interview him, I think that is a offensive coordinator role.
Okay.
For him. And that's my opinion anyway. I think that he would be more of like, because right now he's the passing game coordinator for the Rams. So
Which is what Webb is for the Broncos, correct?
There you go. Yeah, absolutely. So he would be, to me, an option for offensive coordinator.
See, and that's where, like, Michelle, I think that, like, and I know you love the speculation game, but that's where I wonder if Kubiak is already, again, agreed to that deal in principle, that if they're interviewing these guys that have never been play callers in the NFL and the logical next step for them would be offensive coordinator, maybe he's like, hey, here's the couple of guys I'd love to be my coordinator. Wouldn't it make sense for them to bring in to interview and take advantage of that process, being that he's still locked up with a Super Bowl run to contend with, right?
Yeah.
But those other guys aren't.
Yeah, I mean, and here we go. It does feel like that there's a lot of things happening behind the scenes that we don't know about, like that they're already lining things up, because it does feel like it would be, obviously, you want to bring in someone who wouldn't be the head coach, especially with a brand new quarterback and they've never done that before. You would want somebody that has a little more experience being an offensive coordinator. So, yeah, I mean, I just want somebody young and offensive minded.
Preach.
That's all I want.
Yeah.
I want some new. Let's let some new coaches on this carousel.
Yep.
Let's get some of these fat old farts off. Even though I know some of them have already been hired. I think Brian Daboll got a job, didn't he?
He was the OC with Tennessee.
Yeah.
Or said he's fat?
Yeah, I did. Let's get some young guys. I mean, not that I don't have anything against fat people. I love.
That ain't true. That's not true.
But when I played softball, and when I played softball, I hated having a fat coach tell me to run faster like that.
Yeah.
So maybe I do have a little bit of an issue with a coach, but just bring in somebody young. They can be fat. I don't care if but let them be young.
Just young fat guys.
Let them be young, but let them be young. I don't care if they're fat. Be fat. That's fine.
You
am
be
I
you.
Am I digging myself further into the hole?
No.
I don't care if they're fat. I need them to be young.
I don't care what you are. Just be young.
Just be young, and let them have not been on the coaching carousel before.
Right.
Okay, so.
Shout out Brian Dable.
Boy, he got one hell of a stray, didn't he, poor guy?
Weak. It was like melted ice cream.
Oh, I can actually hear you getting fatter.
Said he's fat?
Who's fat? Too fat. Big fat fatty.
I need to send him a fruit basket or something. For him catching
Fucker
a
needs to
stray.
mix in a salad from time to time.
Not crumble cookie, though. I'm not sending him
No,
no cookies.
hell
I'll
no.
send him a fruit basket for
Jeez,
sure.
send him a freaking gift certificate to Whole Foods and a treadmill.
Planet Fitness. Oh, no, my God. Okay, I'm done.
Oh my gosh. That's incredible.
That was so funny, Michelle.
That's
Oh, my
incredible.
gosh.
Oh, my
dear.
gosh.
Okay.
Wait.
Yeah.
There we go. I'm telling you. We got all the buttons and sound bites tonight. All right, Swag Jeff.
Chris said, be fat. That's fine.
Hey, you do your thing.
Hey, that's fine. Yeah. Just don't do it on my football team.
Yeah. Don't be
No,
old
literally.
doing it.
Don't be old either. I'm kind of
Yeah.
old.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Man, I'm dying over here, Michelle. That was funny as hell. All right, Swag Jeff. Tell us, well, whatever. You tell us whatever the hell you want to tell us. But should we take a break and get a message from our buddies at HTeaO?
Yeah, before we do that,
Okay.
we have another message from one of our other big partners, and that, of course, is FanDuel.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, man.
Shame on me. I
Shame
haven't brought
on
up
you.
FanDuel yet tonight.
That's
Yeah.
okay, man. It's okay. Yeah, this
let's talk
show-
about FanDuel and all the amazing advertising dollars they give to us.
100%.
As I forget about them.
Yeah,
Jeez.
absolutely, man. So this show, just like all of our others, is brought to you by HTeaO, but it's also brought to you by the Believe Network and our good friends at FanDuel. So it's playoff mode time, and the end of the year is just about here. And so for the big game, can we say Super Bowl on the show?
Sure.
For the Super Bowl.
We're not monetized.
That is true. Yeah. Well,
what's the NFL going to do? Come after us?
I don't know. Yeah, probably not.
We're not monetized. We're fine.
We'll be all right. Be all right. So the line opened up with.
If you're going to bet on the big game.
I tweeted that because I didn't know.
Oh no, I wasn't even trying to make fun of you. I was making fun too of the NFL.
Asshole.
No, sorry. No, sorry. I didn't.
Sitting on that one.
For the big game. Jeez.
I didn't mean that at all. But jeez, I'm digging myself in so many holes.
Oh, good.
Hey, don't tell us about your life.
Michelle's like,
good. Yes, yeah.
You're not the only one. No.
Pause.
No.
Boom.
Oh,
don't tell us about your life.
No, I definitely lead the charge on dumbass shit. And I was telling my kid the other day, I'm like, the number one thing that has gotten me in trouble in my life is my mouth. Right here. My mouth has gotten me in more trouble than anything else, man. But for the most part, I'm just trying to be funny.
Yeah.
Like that's usually, but then I'll say something that people will be like, oh, that's offensive. I'm like, I was just trying to be silly.
Thought it was funny.
Anyways,
Yeah.
sorry, FanDuel. We love you guys so very, very much.
Yeah.
And Swag Jeff always has a really cool play on FanDuel each and every week. And Swag Jeff, what do we got this week?
Absolutely. So, so make sure you just delete all that other stuff that we just said,
Yeah.
and then we'll clip it here. Hey, FanDuel. Hey, thanks for doing that. It's playoff mode, and they are a big supporter of the One Nation Foundation. We can't thank you enough for that. And so the Super Bowl line has opened up with Seattle as a 4.5-point favorite against the Patriots at a -112. And you bet your ass that Seattle is going to run the football at the freaking goal line against the Patriots in the Super Bowl. So give me Kenneth Walker for an anytime touchdown at a -190. That's the easiest money you'll ever make. And also, I kind of got a curveball one. So I'm gonna build another parlay next week. I'm gonna build a big one like I did last week. So I can make you guys even more money.
Hey, get your flowers.
Yeah.
Get your flowers. I'm throwing you flowers right here.
Last week,
tell them what you did.
Well, JSN, Kenneth Walker, Puka Nakua. Who else did I have? Devontae Adams, and who was the fifth?
Was it the running back?
Yeah, Kenneth Walker, JSN, Puka.
Oh, Kyron Williams.
Kyron Williams.
Oh, that's right.
There you go. All 5 of them anytime touchdowns. If you made that bet last week like I told you to, you would have a $10 bet would have paid you like $470. So,
boom.
You're welcome. You're welcome. So I'm gonna build another one of those for the Super Bowl next week. I'm telling you, man. But this one's interesting to me. So, I've saw a bunch of stuff on Twitter about how great it is that Stephon Diggs is finally getting his moment, getting to the Super Bowl and all that stuff after watching the Chiefs celebrate multiple years, and him just kind of watching the celebration. So now he's getting his opportunity. So look for Drake May to look for Stephon Diggs for his first touchdown here in the Super Bowl. So so give me Stephon Diggs anytime touchdown at a +250. I like that.
Oh.
I like it.
Dude.
Yeah, I like
legit,
it.
Jeff.
I like it.
Well done, sir.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So bet responsibly. Do it if you can. And only with our friends at FanDuel.
This is Raiders Fan Radio. I'm Brent Musburger, and I don't care who wins as long as it's the Raiders.
So F Salgado in there says, did they say FanDuel or Fat Duel? Paul says, what are the odds on the fattest coach being hired?
Okay.
Well, Brian Dable was hired as an offensive coordinator.
Yeah, there you
he
go.
wasn't fat enough to be the head coach, I guess.
Yeah. There you go.
Maybe he was too fat to be the head coach.
Oh, there you go.
Damn,
Yeah.
Michelle.
Yeah. Well, so the coaching staff for the Titans.
Did you get
I know.
enough?
I know.
Don't
I
you have
really
enough?
doubled down. I couldn't help
Yeah.
myself. I couldn't help myself.
Yeah, well, like what the Titans coaching staff kind of looks like the before and after of like a Nutrisystem commercial or something like that. Because you got Brian Dibble, but then you got freaking Rob Saleh like all yoked and everything.
They're all bald.
And everyone is
on
bald.
the Titans coaching staff is now bald.
I love it.
Oh, wow.
Shout out the Bald Kings.
There you go. There you go.
Hell yeah.
100%. 100%. So hey, so we also have another big sponsor.
We do have an
big
amazing
partner of the show.
Amazing sponsor, and we've got a new spot for you for those that are on the video version of the podcast. You were used to hearing the audio version of this, but check out the tag here on the good folks at HTeaO. We thank them very, very much for their sponsorship.
Need some refreshment? Sip Real. At HTeaO, you can dive into dozens of flavors of real and real refreshing iced tea. Mix and match your faves or grab a gallon to go. HTeaO, real tea, real refreshing.
HTeaO. It fucks hard.
Looking. He's under the gun.
The new video that you have.
Shout out Martin, man. Perfect. It's perfect. All right, here in the Sea of Fans mailbag, we like to hear from you because more of you and less of us is a good thing, especially tonight. And so we appreciate all the amazing voicemails and emails that we get. And I want to shout out the chat room. Thank you to everybody joining us live at youtube.com/RaidersFanRadio. You could join the good friends in there, Martin and Paul, who I'll bet they're voting for Ejiro Evero because he was born in England.
Oh, there you go.
And so our good friends, the Brits across the pond there, probably rooting for that guy. Raider 273 is in there. Produced by Jay is in there. Appreciate Mark. Mark Barris is in there. Mark Barris, guy I see on Twitter all the time.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, great guy.
Appreciate him very, very much. Appreciate Corey Hagan is in there. Appreciate Hooligan is in there. Longtime supporter, Raiders Fan Radio. Appreciate your wife, Chris, is in there, Jeff.
Well, yeah.
Raider Roo is in there. Let's see. Thank you so much for all of you joining us live. And if you can't join us live, you can still interact with the show a multitude of ways. You can hit us up on the social medias, where for the most part, we're at Raiders Fan Radio. Or you can call the show at 909-345-3346. That's 909-345-3346. And if you don't want to do that, if you don't want to call us, then you can email the show.
You can do that.
And you can. And those emails go straight to Michelle. And so it is, I'm going to give you the address. So take your time, get a pen. Everybody got a utensil?
Get your pocket knife out and carve it into your dashboard as you're driving down the highway.
Just like Uncle Mosh said. And if you do want to carve it into your dashboard, it's 4 letters. It is S H. No, I was hoping for another snore sound.
Oh, I fell asleep.
Oh.
She's in that deep sleep at that point. Yeah.
I was in REM already by then.
It is SHOW at RaidersFanRadio.com, and we always love to get your comments in there. If we play your voicemail 3 or more times, you could become the next made man or made maiden here at Raiders Fan Radio. Or if we read, if Michelle reads your email 3 or more times, you could become the next made man or made maiden that way. And Michelle, who do we have tonight?
We have Raider Roo first.
What up, Roo?
If Kubiak is the guy, I can see players we have that he can use similarly to players he has on the Seahawks. They aren't all exact player type matches. Some won't be the same level, but for a fun look at how he could use some guys in similar ways. Plus, there could be additions, upgrades. This is just looking at what we know we have plus Mendoza. Mendoza, Darnold, Bowers, JSN, Tucker, Shaheed, Beck, or
Besh.
Besh.
Yes.
Cup, Mayer, Barner, Genty, Walker/Charbonnet. At this point, I hope it is Kubiak. There are pieces right now for him to be able to install the offense he wants, start growing the QB in the offense/NFL right away. Yes, there are upgrades needed, and of course they need to work on the O-line, but it's not as dire as many would like to make it out to be. Kubiak and Mendoza aren't a guarantee, but they give me hope they can be something. I feel like Kubiak is their guy. We'll see what happens, but I'm on board. Thanks for, he's thanking you for taking that through a DM, and
Oh,
that was it.
Thank
What
you,
do you think
Rue.
about What do you think about his comparisons?
I like it. I know, Jeff, you're highly familiar with the kind of the structure of the Seahawks in this Super Bowl team that's going in, and I like how he took the players on the current Raider roster and drew the equivalent, not the direct
Raider
equivalent,
yeah,
but
just the Raider similarities.
Yeah. I thought it was a really cool idea for a comparison.
Yeah, 100%, man. Yeah, because JSN was kind of the tricky one for me. I was like, well, who do we have that you could use in the same way? But perfect Bowers, because that's that's what he did in college. That's what he's did at times this past season.
Red zone nightmare.
Yeah. But
the way that Kubiak schemed for JSN to get those touchdowns, to get that touchdown,
put him in the freaking backfield.
Oh my gosh!
Like, yeah, man. Hello, that's what you do.
It's wizardry, dude.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Freaking awesome.
There you go.
Yeah, love it, Rue. Thank you, brother.
Next, we have Martin.
Martin.
Morning, friends. I hope what I've written is still relevant a few short hours later. Now that the coaching cycle shakedown is nearly done, we have a much better idea of who might be our head coach to take us into the next, hopefully, successful period in our team's history. Most of the divisive figures are accounted for. Breaking news. At the time of writing, nearly all the candidates are now accounted for. Clint Kubiak may still be available, but he has a Super Bowl to prepare for, and who knows, depending on how that goes, he may well want to stay put. This means the now twice interviewed Davis Webb could be the one. Despite Denver firing Joe Lombardi, I think the lure of a head coach position in Vegas will trump the vacant OC job in Denver. Some question his youth and inexperience, to borrow from Ronald Reagan's mic drop jibe at Walter Mondale, but others cite this as his strength, considering him as a rare potential in the job for one so young, and as someone who showed enthusiasm for scouting and tactics even whilst still playing. Thanks for Spytek and Brady to consider, that's for Spytek and Brady to consider, but seems fitting to me that we would take a chance on new young coaching talent, providing he brings into his team the right people to help him develop both our new young quarterback and the rest of our roster. New city, new stadium, new owners, new head coach, new quarterback, the chance of a new O-line, new edge rusher, new corners. I'm very much on board with such a new start after so long in the doldrums. Time will tell, but for now, I'm all for it. What happens, though, if neither takes the job? And finally, shout out to the chat, to the One Nation Foundation and its partners, to the sponsors of this historic broadcast, and Go Raiders. Not yet, Murf. He wrote that. Martin, Made Man, 9-time Sizzler recipient, 3-time Fannie Award winner, 2025 Made Man of the Year, Rookie of the Year, and Pauly Award winner, 2025 All England Queuing Championship Regional finalist, and your friend from across the pond, Martin.
There you go, Martin.
What do you think, Swaggo?
No, I think it's great. He brought up one point there that is interesting, but we kind of talked about it a little bit. He said, if Webb or Kubiak aren't the guys, then where do you go from there? If Kubiak, like you said, if Kubiak decides to stay, if Webb gets promoted to OC over in Denver, like what do we do? I mean, we talked about Nate Shieldhouse.
No, it was a joke. It was a joke. It was a joke. It was a joke. Call those callbacks.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Well, there was someone in the chat that was like, "Hey, I'd love it if Gruden came." He was the only positive one that I saw at all.
Okay. Well, I think Shieldhouse, that's because he's already been in.
Yep.
Or Evero. I mean, they might go defensive.
Mm-hmm.
If you can't get your guy, there you go. Then you go defensive.
Yeah.
Because Evero's already a defensive coordinator, so he's not interviewing to be a defensive coordinator. Because Patrick Graham's gone, right?
He's gone to Pittsburgh, I think.
Pittsburgh, yeah.
Yeah, they're set to hire him, yeah.
Did you see that press conference with Mike McCarthy when he was announced as the head coach of the Steelers? It's actually kind of a sweet moment. I mean, I don't have any love for the Steelers, but he's from Pittsburgh. Oh. It's like that was like his childhood team and stuff. Like he couldn't even, and he had his family up front, and he couldn't even get through like the opening of the press conference before he started getting all teary because it meant so much to him to go be the Steelers head coach. Because the Steelers have had 3 head coaches in their history.
Yep,
3: Chuck Noll, Bill Cowher, Mike Tomlin. The end. And Mike McCarthy is now number 4.
That is wild,
right?
Crazy.
Like what a big deal that is. It's like it's beyond any other franchise.
Mm-hmm.
And again, I don't even love for the Steelers here, but I'm just saying, but I love the game. And that's one of the coolest stories in the NFL is that there is an organization out there that's been around as long as they have, and they've had 3 coaches.
Mm-hmm.
Shit's crazy.
How many Super Bowls?
Well, they have
5 or 6.
Wow.
So, are they 5? Because they had 3, or excuse me, they had 4 in the 70s. Then they had they had 2 with Roethlisberger. So 6.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow.
All right.
There you go.
Next, we have Paul.
Oh.
Evening, all. I hope you're all safe and well during this weather madness. So another weekend has gone by. More interviews have taken place in Henderson, and the search goes on for our next head coach. At the time I send this, Clint Kubiak still seems to be the guy we're waiting for and would be a good choice for me, although 1 or 2 have made me doubt myself when I saw him described as being like Josh McDaniels in his approach to players. I don't know if it's true and if it was only a couple of people, but it would scare me a little if it is. Any comparison to that weasel rattles me a bit. The Seahawks would be mad to let Kubiak leave, in my opinion. Watching them this season, and particularly in recent weeks, they've been a very balanced, good team. They could be around a long time if they keep everyone together, so don't be surprised if the Seahawks throw a big wage increase his way. I hope we get him if he's the one they want, but it wouldn't surprise me if he wants to stick around for a couple more years before moving into a higher position. I have read that we can interview him properly this week. Don't know if that's true, but we might see an announcement if it is. Raider Nation is getting impatient and wants somebody in place ASAP. I'd much rather take our time and get the right guy rather than panic and rush the hire. We've been here too many times in the past, and it doesn't make sense. We have to get a higher percentage of our decisions right for a change. Patience is a virtue. All we can do is sit back and trust those in power. I know it's all a well-trodden path, but what else can we do? It would be remiss of me not to gloat. Mention. Nah, screw it. I'm gloating about the way the Donkeys bit the dust on Sunday and the Devontae Adams dream hitting the skids as well. That was nice.
That was great.
Oh, my gosh.
The Donkeys got away with a lot this year, and it was poetic watching them lose in the bad weather. Isn't that supposed to be one of their advantages up on Moron Mountain? And what about Devontae and his fake tears during his post-match presser? Got to protect that image profile, haven't we? Great player, but as fake as you can possibly be. I guess as long as there are enough people to fall for it, then it's working for him. Can't say I'm sad, though. And finally, before I go, I need a little rant. Why, oh why, does the NFL persist with these mind-numbing, pointless Pro Bowl garbage? It's degenerated into sugary family theme park rubbish with awful lame flag football and different games over the weekend. It seems anyone can be called up as well. I was called up myself, but I've declined so I can watch a nail rust in my garden fence. As usual, Goodell is at the center of it, and I urge you to stop it, you dipshit. If you don't want to play a traditional game anymore, then make it into some kind of award ceremony, not this fairground nonsense. I'm fighting a losing battle, though, aren't we? As Murf always says, follow the bunny. Stay warm and safe, RFR family. Love you, Raider Nation. His Lordship, the Royal Scribe, Paul Edgerton, Shropshire, Mississippi, Polly Award winner 2019-2022, Foggy Glasses Award winner 2020, Made Man of the Year 2024, RFR Maverick Award winner 2025, BRT Slizzard Scorekeeper, Proud Made Man, times 5 winner of the Raiders Fan Radio BRT Sizzler Award.
There you go, Paul.
Gotta go, Paul.
Paul. Paul. Paul.
Paul.
Paul. Paul. Paul. Paul. Paul. Paul.
Paul.
Claude. Claude. Claude.
Paul.
Paul. Paul. Paul.
Paul. Your name, Paul? Hello. Paul. Hello. Paul.
I met him with Paul. Who? Paul.
Paul. Yes, Paul.
Paul's not here. Hey, Paul. Paul.
Hi. I'm Paul.
Tatum in the chat says, according to Vinnie, Clint will be in for a second interview on Saturday to address what Paul's point was there.
Yeah.
Vinnie, my kid? My son?
No, Vinnie B.
Yeah,
Vinnie Bun Sr. Yeah. Oh, so that reminds me of something, too, that I did want to bring up tonight.
Yeah.
We'll call that a segue.
Tatum Raider and your son are chopping it up. Vinnie found out from somewhere.
Yeah.
You're on one today, man. I love it. I love it.
But so I know.
No, not Vinnie, your son, you knucklehead.
Hey, man. I don't know. Kid's plugged in.
You never know.
He is plugged in.
I'm telling you.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
He's in the other room, isn't he?
He's over there. Hey, Vinny!
No, he's on his way to Vegas.
Yeah.
He's gonna.
Oh, there he is.
Come here. Come here real quick.
Tell us what you told Tatum Raider.
Come here. Come here. What's up? All right, look into the camera there and tell Tatum Raider what you heard about the coaching search.
What did I heard about the coaching search?
Yeah, tell Tatum Raider. Tatum Raider said he heard it from Vinny.
Vinny signed an NDA.
According to Vinny, Clint will be in for a second interview Saturday. Where did you hear that from?
you? I don't.
The answer will always be sources. I have sources, Dad.
I have sources, Dad.
There you go.
He's got
Never
a
reveal
guy.
your sources.
You got a guy?
He got a guy.
I got a guy. I got a guy.
Give it up for Vinny.
Hey, Vanuch.
Vinny. He's like, what the hell?
I would love it. He was wearing a Raider hat too. That was perfect.
Well, yeah.
That was awfully like him acting like he didn't know. Man, that's interesting.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
He's playing coy.
He's
He's playing coy.
Yep.
So here's the thing about Vinny. No, actually, not my Vinny, but of Vinny Bonsignor. Shout him out, man. Like, he's already moved on to a new job.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I know, Michelle. You got
Shout him
history with
out.
that guy.
No, you know what though? We've squashed our beef. We're good.
You have. And he moved on to a new job covering Southern California sports, right?
That's right, yeah.
And it's interesting that he's the only, quote, beat writer that's reporting any news. Like this, back in the day with Al, like there was buzz, there were leaks, there was like a ramp up around coaching because Al wanted to maximize the attention from the fan base and the league and everything else. Actually, he wanted to take attention away from the league and focus it back on the Raiders. And so this idea that there's crickets from our beat writers, other than the national guys like Tom Pelissero and Ian Rappaport that we talked about tonight, those are the only. Why is it? And Graf brought this up on Twitter today as well. Like this, they should be feasting, right now as reporters and
100%.
And there's nothing. Like, it's fascinating to me that the only guy reporting, I don't know. The only guy that's reporting is the guy that's
not even doing it anymore.
Yeah. So it's like, are they under a hush order? Like, are they just not given any access? Or the Raiders are they staying so close to the vest on this thing that for the first time in maybe ever, it's just so buttoned up and different that us as fans, we're just not going to get anything out of Henderson because it's completely sealed off. No information is going to come out on what's actually going on. Like, it's weird, man. It's a weird. Have you
Maybe
been
they're
around this
afraid
team?
to open their mouths because they were so
Or
clown
that.
the last. They're like, I'm afraid to say anything.
It could be. I mean, it's definitely different. This is a different energy
it
in
is.
the way that the media and the local media especially has been covering this coaching search for the Raiders. So, yeah. Anyways, good stuff there. And yeah, so I'm glad to hear that that Vinny Bonsignor brought up that idea that Kubiak's going to be in for an in-person interview. All right, here we go. We're going to get to the Sea of Fans, the voicemails. Call the show at 909-345-3346. Leave your message, and you could become the next made man or made maiden. We're going to kick it off with our buddy, not HTeaO Justin, but Justin I believe he's in Colorado.
Go Raiders is right. All right, so I'm going to try this again. I definitely had I told Biff yesterday, I think I said, just delete this. I had someone knocking on my door when I was trying to record a message. Anyway, it's Justin from Wheat Ridge, Colorado. Again,
You're now known as Other
I'm
Justin.
on air 2 times via voice message, 1 time via email. Don't know if that makes me made mad, but it's not. Let's make it happen now.
Not yet. It's close. Next one.
Today's been wild and crazy. I feel like I need to get this in here before the show started. All this coaching stuff that's going on right now is absolutely insane. Some of it I love. Some of it I do not. Joe Brady went back to the Buffalo Bills. Fantastic. Go be familiar with your guy. Go enjoy your time with Josh Allen and take care of business. I think that makes sense. Good for you. Brian Daboll. Go be a offensive coordinator in Tennessee. Fantastic. Good for you. But when it comes to us, we're down to the nitty-gritty. We're down to the last couple guys. And they're the guys that we've all thought that we've been targeting, right? Davis Webb, right? I mean, Clint Kubiak, right? Mike McDaniel ended up signing with the Chargers, which nobody wants, but you know what? Maybe that's a good fit for him. So let's get to the real deal here, because this news that just came on was just ridiculous. And I was just like, oh my God. So you guys probably already know by the time you hear this, but we've got a hole now because these Denver Broncos fired their offensive coordinator, Joe Lombardi, I think is his name.
Correct.
And the last message that I screwed up on was I was going to mention, like, how did he get passed over, and why is this guy not getting mentioned? They're obviously trying to promote Davis Webb, and they got Walmart money. They might be just trying to get him his ass to stay there, and that leaves us with Clint Kubiak. But what if Kubiak says he doesn't want to be here? We are the ones, when the music stops, looking for a chair. That better not happen, because honestly, as of yesterday, I thought we were in an excellent position to take care of business. And as of right now, I'm feeling nervous as hell.
Because Google Voice is looming.
Whew. Anyway.
Oh, yeah.
So make sure to make the cut here.
Looming hard.
As far as the Super Bowl goes, go Seahawks. God, I hate the Patriots.
Google Voice has claimed you.
Give it up for our Justin.
Yeah. Justin in Colorado, man. Great call. Great comments there. And yeah, I think that's kind of what we're all concerned about, Murph, is that, we've got our guys, in sight. And what if they both want to stay where they're at? Yeah.
It's going to be interesting. Going to be interesting. Great call there. Hey, keep them coming.
There you go.
Keep them coming.
Another
Justin.
couple calls, another call, email, whatever. Yeah, you become the next made man here at Raiders Fan Radio.
Absolutely. All right, next up, we're going to get to our buddy Steve from San Diego.
Hey, guys, it's Steve from San Diego. What's going on? So I guess we're just in a kind of a wait-and-see mode, huh? We're just kind of twiddling our thumbs, see what plays out. All I ask is, I don't even have to have good feelings about the upcoming season. Just decent feelings. Can I have decent feelings, please? Can we just have some decent feelings? Like, there's no hiccups, no ill will. It's not, I knew, when Josh McDaniels hired, why are we hiring a proven losing head coach? What are we doing? I was hoping I was wrong, but I didn't feel good about it. And then when Antonio Pierce came in, and for that 9 games, it was awesome. And as soon as that Charger game happened, when we scored 63 points, and I felt, okay, that's it. This is what we need. Don't change anything. Don't do anything differently. And then what do? They go getting Tom Telesco. And why are you getting the guy that we crushed? By the way, I advise, a lot of Raider fans, go back and watch the first half of that Charger when we scored 40. It was 49-0 in the first half. It was all offense. What do you need to change? You don't need to change anything. You had all Raiders. You don't even need to change Bill Hardegre, the offensive coordinator, or definitely not Chen Kelly. There was like a humble collaboration between all those guys. And then we changed that. And then when I hear Pete Carroll, I'm like, well, I like the spy tag. I don't know about Pete Carroll or Chip Kelly, but when I heard Pete Carroll's son as the offensive line coach, I go, that's a terrible hiccup. That's a terrible hiccup. That was a terrible problem. So I just don't want any hiccups. If there's any hiccups in this next season, it's like in, that movie Princess Bride? I shall be very put out. So I don't want any hiccups, or I shall be very put out. That's all I'm looking for. No hiccups, no ill feelings, no coach got a son as offensive, line coach, and who doesn't do anything. We saw what happened. But anyway, that's all I'm asking. Just a decent feeling. I hope that's all. And it feels like they're waiting for Clint Kubiak. Who knows? But I just want to have a decent feeling. Get your quarterback, draft your quarterback, Mendoza, build the O-line, and just do it the right. And I think they're trying to, but let's wait and see. Talk to you later, guys. Bye.
Oh, that's a liar.
Wow.
259.
Oh, my gosh.
Nice.
Like he's done that before.
That's a pro.
I think he's gotten Google voiced a couple times. He knows better. Yeah.
He got the timer running right there.
Yeah, he does.
That's a pro right there. But you know what I love is he's like, I just want to feel something. I just want to feel something with this damn team, man.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Besides shame and regret.
And angst and all that stuff. And, and not to make light of the term, but the PTSD that we have as fans, this shit is real. And listen, it's within context. Listen, I'm not trying to make this anything bigger than sports fandom, but Michelle, when it's how many times have we gone through this? How many times have we dealt with this? How many times? It's I've gotten to the point now where I was thinking about this today, that I'm always going to be a loyal Raider fan. Like, that will never change. You can't take the tattoos off. I'm not going to change my clothes. I'm not going to redecorate my house. Like, I'm going to be a Raider fan till the day that I die. That said, I'm not going to apologize for them anymore either. I can't do it. I don't have the energy anymore to apologize for them. So it's like when you hear the reports come out and like, if there is negative things to be said about the team, I'll defend them. But until I see it, though, it's like, I would defend them only because like I would defend my family.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's not like I'm not as convicted around it as maybe I once was. And I'm just going to kind of expect that we're going to keep getting what we've always got until we see something different. Does that make sense?
No, absolutely. I'm treading so lightly, I'm having a hard time. You know, the Mendoza thing, that news kind of like gave you a little bit of hope, but I really am planning to tread very lightly as we head into and then when they hire Clint Kubiak, well, I'm pumping the brakes. I'm not gonna get too crazy. But yeah, PTSD. I know, like you said, it's a heavy acronym. Is that the word? But it's real. As a Raiders fan, even if you've been a Raiders fan for a short period of time, we've been for a while.
Yeah.
But even as a short period of time, it's like the whiplash that we've gotten, and we've really stepped like in front of the bullet for them for many seasons, and we've caught shit for getting a little sour. But what else can you expect? When you have made excuses for so long,
we were ride or die for what the Raiders did this last offseason. And then I think that's where this show shifted towards a quote negative tone. I don't think we've ever been overtly negative, but where people were not used to hearing us say the types of things that we were. It was because it was like, I'm not going to try to be the shepherd anymore. I'm sorry. I can't do it anymore. And it reminds me of this. We're doing a lot of sound bites tonight. Reminds me of this movie quote, Jeff, from Pulp Fiction. Tell me your thoughts.
But I'm trying, Ringo. I'm trying real hard to be the shepherd.
Yeah. No, you said it, man.
I'm trying to hang in there, Raiders.
We did.
100%. Yeah, no, this 2025 was a challenging year. It was really hard. But I understand what you guys are saying about trying to temper your expectations and all that stuff. I just feel like right now
we lost a good one.
No, I kind of feel like right now I feel like the Raiders are holding a ball and I'm an excited dog. You know what I mean? You guys aren't listening to me.
Yeah, we are.
No. Oh, okay.
Oh, I'm listening.
Michelle's getting props.
You're getting the clown up. Oh, don't worry, I got one.
Okay. Yeah, because put that on because what the hell?
Well, I feel like the Raiders are holding a ball and I'm an excited dog, and they just give me the fake throw every time, and I always because one time they're gonna throw it. One time they're gonna
You're
throw
like
it.
Charlie Brown
and I
with
think
the football.
Hey, you know what? Why not?
Lucy never let him kick that thing.
Yeah.
Never.
No, I'm going to be excited again.
Okay.
Already? Swag.
Yeah. Why not?
Oh, Jeff. Yeah.
Well,
why not?
You know.
Well, we lost a good one.
We did.
No, you didn't. I'm right here. I'm saying it with my whole ass chest. It just. I got a feeling. I got a feeling.
No, don't do that.
I got a feeling.
No,
I got a feeling.
don't
And
do
I
that.
understand
Don't
it's
say
not
it
going to
feels
happen.
different. Don't
I understand that it's not going to happen overnight. I understand that. I'm not going into next season thinking that we're going to make the playoffs
We
or
haven't
anything
even
like that.
hired a coach yet.
Thank you.
Wait for that at least.
What feels different at this point?
I've never had the number one pick. You guys have. How excited were you when you had the number one pick?
Yeah, pretty excited.
Yeah, so kiss my ass. I'm excited.
That was 20 years ago.
Okay.
And 20 years of getting the ever-loving shit kicked out of us.
Okay, well, I've only
since
gotten
then.
the shit kicked out of me for the last 7, all
I
right?
feel like-
I still feel fresh.
I just want to feel something.
Trying to feel it, man. Yeah.
Oh,
Let me get
man.
excited, damn it.
You know
Well,
what?
you do whatever you want to do,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, even my wife is in there going, no.
Yeah.
She
It
knows.
seems a little
She
soon,
knows.
but okay.
Yeah.
All right.
just gonna do what I do.
You do what you do.
Yeah.
I love it. You know what? I love that about you. You're unapologetic in your hope.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah.
And let us taint it as Raider fans over
you
here.
old sad sacks over there. Yeah.
No, absolutely.
Yeah.
Good for you, Jeff.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, now I want us to do terrible. No, I'm just kidding. So
you guys can be like,
you're gonna be right. I told you.
See?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. All right, we got more calls to get to. We got 2 more to get to. Let's start off. Let's go to our buddy.
Paul says there must be something in them pecans. Why do you think I like them so much?
Well, I was wondering, he was chopping them up and snorting them over there earlier.
Yeah. Man, that's made him wrong, I guess. I need to try that. I'll try that next.
Mm-hmm. Hell yeah.
Just hitting pecan rails over there. Just
damn
freaking,
right. You damn
just
right.
Right to
Going behind the door and taking bumps of pecan dust.
Yeah, man.
Whatever it takes, I guess.
No, hey, man. No wonder he's so excited.
Just trying to feel something, man.
Yeah. All right, next up, let's hear to the master impressionist around here at Raiders Fan Radio. Let's check in with our buddy T-Hom doing a little Shaggy and Scooby.
Ooh.
Oh, and now the season's finally over, and we've captured the evil gum assassin. So, Scoob, let's unmask him and see who the real villain is. Boink! Scoob, it's Mike Shanahan. Yes, Mad Mike has held a grudge all these years against the Raiders and the Davis family. He even had one of his quarterbacks throw a football at Al Davis's head. Oh, that's Ruby. So, like, man, when Pete Carroll took over as Raiders head coach, Mad Mike found a way to implement a plastic version of the gum assassin and parade around the sidelines, pretending to want the team to win, but making them lose. And in the end, he tried to make it appear like they wanted to win the Giants game and knock the Raiders out of the #1 draft spot. But his plans got, like, totally screwed. Oh, Raider rubbish.
And I would have succeeded if it hadn't been for that darn Raider Nation.
Well, it's goodbye to my Mike and the Gum Assassin, and hello to a new day and age in Raider Nation. Oh, Mendoza.
Holy shit.
Every time he does Scooby, he slays me. I don't know what the hell he was saying.
I know.
But it's great.
Oh, man. Give it up for T-Hom and
There
Shaggy
you go,
and
T-Hum.
Scooby, man.
Holy cow. It just in his wheelhouse of all the different characters that he does.
I'm so glad T-Hom is calling the show again, man.
Yeah, man.
Your messages were sorely missed, my man. Oh, that's so damn funny. All right, let's close it out. Let's class it up around here.
Oh, okay.
Let's check in with our buddy from Parts Unknown. He's a world traveler, this guy.
He's all over the
I think
place.
he's based in Chicago, if I remember right.
Yeah.
But he travels all over the country. And so let's check in with our buddy, Tarek.
What is up, Murf, Michelle, and Jeff? Just Tarek calling you guys from Chicago.
Got it, yeah.
Finished watching the conference championship games. It is so awesome to see those loser donkeys get eliminated today. Screw them. It really made my day. And, I think all signs are pointing to hopefully us hiring Clint Kubiak, I believe now, since there's a 2-week window for the Super Bowl. My understanding is the Raiders are going to have him in sometime this week for an in-person interview. He's already had a Zoom interview with them, so let's hope we can get this guy hired or at least have something in place once the Seahawks conclude the Super Bowl that he will be our next head coach. And at this point, you guys, I don't have any concerns about the Raiders not drafting Mendoza. It's pretty much a given. Murph, I positively loved your video of you going to the mailbox and getting the Mendoza jersey. I thought that was absolutely fantastic. And I think the Raiders have such a golden opportunity to get everything in line to start turning things around. But I will believe it when I see it. Looking forward to your show. Hope you're safe and warm in Tennessee with all this crazy weather, and I'll talk to you guys again soon. Go Raiders. Bye-bye.
Give it up for Tarek, man.
Right on, brother.
I think he hits on something there that it's like, and I think this is to your hopium you're sniffing over there, Swag Jeff.
Yeah.
To the idea that it's been the first time in a very long time everything is lined up in our favor. From the day that we were in Vegas before the last game against the Chiefs, where leading up to that game, we talked about on this show, like what a weird dynamic it could be for us to root against the Raiders. You know, we would never openly root against the Raiders, but the idea that like if they lost to their absolute arch rival, that it could be a beneficial thing for the team. And like, so what's that dynamic going to be like? Anyways, all that said, the Giants win their game before the Raiders play against the Chiefs. And we got to be excited for what we were getting ready to go watch there at Allegiant Stadium. And from that point, everything has fell into our favor, not only from the conditions around the NFL, but at the collegiate level and the performance of Fernando Mendoza in the college football playoff, like all that. Like, doesn't it feel like, I mean, again, I'm still not buying in. I'm still hold to everything that I've said previously. But to Tarek's point there, that if there's going to be a time for us to turn this goddamn thing around, it's now.
Yeah.
Is that fair?
No, absolutely. And I'm trying to microdose my hope. Like I'm trying
okay.
To, because I am very much like I'm trying to temper it, because there's a part of me that's like, when's the last time the Raiders made a really good decision? You know, so it does make it hard to not think the worst case scenario, but why not? Why can't it be our time? And so I am trying very hard to temper my hope, but it does.
Don't say it.
I'm telling you.
Don't say it.
I'm telling you.
I'm not gonna say it.
We know what you're thinking.
There is it feels like there's something in the air that is different than before, but I'm not
the
ready
autumn wind.
Yeah, I'm not ready to completely put my stamp on that, but it fucking does feel different. I said it.
Yeah. The setup is different.
Said it.
Is that what you were leaning
Yes,
toward? What
100.
Michelle is saying there? Like, is the setup, and I'll acknowledge that, and I'll acquiesce that. The setup is absolutely different.
Yeah.
The execution, though, that's where I'm like, okay, we'll see.
No, I understand that.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, at the end of the day, the Raiders could still Raider things up.
Right.
I totally understand that. But yeah, like you said, from that moment where we could actually come together as Raider Nation and be excited to watch the Raiders actually beat a division rival, let alone the Chiefs, for the first time in 2 seasons. We saw that, you know, okay, now we've got our future right in front of us with Fernando Mendoza. We know should have the future right there in front of us with Fernando Mendoza. And I also feel like this offseason is the first time that the Raiders have taken their time and done things. They've done their due diligence. They brought in more people. They've done all the right things as far as that goes, where they brought in, 14 head coaching candidates or whatever.
Yeah.
That's fantastic, because the Raiders of old, I feel like the Raiders of a couple years ago would have just been like, okay, well, I guess Todd Monken it is. You know what I mean? Or
right.
or
check
something
a couple of boxes and then be like, there's our guy.
Stupid like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like they're doing their thing right now, and now there's only 2 vacancy head coaching spots right now, and it's us in Arizona. And if any of these guys that are coming out, the Kubiak, Webb, whoever it is, if you look at those 2 situations, who are you gonna pick? You gonna pick a team like Arizona that's gonna have to pay have a huge dead cap hit with Kyler Murray, plus they're going to have to find a free agent quarterback. Like, good luck. What are you going to go with? You can have Geno, or
Right,
you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
or are you going to go with a team that has $100 million in cap space, and and the number 1 pick in Fernando Mendoza? Like, I mean, that's a no brainer right there. So I feel like they've done it right. They've done it right so far.
Yeah.
And I understand the PTSD of everyone going, when's it going to happen? When are y'all going to do some stupid shit? Yeah. But it hadn't happened yet.
Not yet. You're right. No, that's give it up for Swag Jeff. That's it's very fair. Is that to this point, since that moment at the tailgate when we saw that the Giants won that game, since that moment, everything has unfolded in a responsible, educated way. Yeah. And that's where that definitely is different. I talked about it earlier. Like back in the Al days, like this would have not have been the case. Like there would have been a whole different scenario around it. So that is definitely changing. And so, okay, all right.
So
I'm not buying in
need
yet,
to
but
keep unfolding that way. I will really start to get my hopes up once the coach has been established, and it's a solid, smart choice. And once they draft Mendoza, because we've seen stupider things happen. So those are the two things that, and I still am going to be very, very hesitant to jump on board, but those two things will help solidify that they're moving in that they're doing things properly.
All right, and let's pass that question around, because that's a really cool concept there. Like, at what point would you, as a fan, I want to hear from the chat room here, please. Like, at what point as a fan, even if you're as I want to say I'm negative, but if you're not convinced yet, what would it take to convince you, besides the win-loss record on the field, okay? The signing of a qualified, young, offensive-minded head coach.
Who's not fat. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Hell yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Hell yeah.
Committing in free agency to offensive line and the defensive side of the ball, then that gives all the freaking indicators that they're going to draft, and then they do draft Fernando Mendoza. Maybe extend out Max Crosby, like get him under for like another 2-year extension kind of a deal, right? And then hit OTAs running, hit training camp running. Like if those things come together, I'll feel really encouraged into the season. I'm still not going to expect anything more than a 4 or 5 win football team. I'm just not going to.
Sure.
And if there is a situation where it's a quick turnaround, then God bless them. And obviously I hope that's the case. Yeah. But I'm not going to expect anything other than growth and gel and solidification of you know what I mean? Like the one vision, like all those things starting, the plan to start to come together.
Right.
And then the jump might happen in year 2 of said program. Like that.
Right.
That would be, and even not even a full hockey stick of a jump, but just growth. Let the hockey stick happen in year 3. Because I'm hammering this point this offseason. It's the Derek Carr, Khalil Mack situation. Reggie McKenzie. Get your quarterback, build a wall in front of him in free agency, spend a lot of money. You know what I mean? Like in other positions, protect your QB. Like, now it's on.
Right.
Now it's on. Now we can go compete in this damn crazy ass division that we're in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, 100%, man. I think, yes, I think I would, I understand that a lot of people are waiting for, well, if we do well in free agency and I feel the organization after we let go of Pete Carroll, the way football operations go, like this person does this person does this person does this, as opposed to everyone just trying to stick their hand in the cookie jar and all do it. Like, no, like, Tom Pelissero said, well, who's really in charge? Who's really in charge? I mean, think of what we were like this year. Who's really in charge? Is it Mark Davis? Is it Pete Carroll? Or is it John Spytek? We had 3 guys that, really had a hand in it. Yeah. So now I feel like I just feel like the organization is starting to get a little healthier. And that's encouraging.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it, bro.
Yeah. Aretha Franklin had a song. I remember the name of it, but there's a lyric in it that says, "I'm willing to forgive you, but I can't forget." And I feel like that is kind of where I'm at. Like I've been pushed to that point where I can no longer forget the Josh McDaniels debacle, the Antonio Pierce. Not that Antonio Pierce was a bad. It just was a weird.
Sure.
There's just been so. I am at a point where I think like you, if I can just see that there's growth happening in the right direction and it's not like just throwing shit at the wall, then I will put my silver and black glasses back on. But until then, I off before I act a damn fool.
Absolutely. And another thing that when you mentioned that Aretha Franklin lyric, it made me remember about Maya Angelou. And she says, people won't always remember what you said, but they'll always remember what you said, how that
How
made
you
them
made them
feel.
feel, yeah.
And it's like, I don't remember every single teeny tiny decision the Raiders have ever, but I know how it feels as a fan. Yeah. And like, that doesn't change. And until it feels different, like that's the time that I'll start to buy in. Anyways, enough about that. We got to get out of here. We're almost at 2 hours.
T-Hom, tonight's Sizzler, all I got is one thing to say. Ruh-roh, Raggy. We're going to Rizzler.
The Sizzler.
Love it.
Sizzler.
Sizzler. Sizzler.
Sizzler.
Sizzler.
Sizzler.
Sizzler.
We are Metallica, and we are here for your Oakland Raiders!
You know why we out here, and we ain't playing around today.
From The Walking Dead to errant Jedi Knights, Raiders fans are a rogues gallery.
Yeah, he must. Yeah,
he must be.
Dropping a shoosh.
If you can run in here in a minute, run in here.
He ain't
Here's
coming.
a million in there.
Bring the cat. Just kidding.
Oh, yeah.
No, don't bring that damn cat in here. Bomber's right here.
Oh.
Yeah, he'll eat that damn
Through
thing.
the door.
Bomber's not a fan of the cat.
No.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
No. And he could eat the cat in like one bite. Yeah,
Easy.
So, yeah.
Easy.
Anyways, appreciate you, Raider Nation, so very, very much for joining us for this episode, number 402 of Raiders Fan Radio. Appreciate all the conversation. Appreciate everybody that's in the chat room. I'll leave it to Michelle or Jeff to shout you guys out. But thank you so much for your support of the One Nation Foundation, most importantly, our nonprofit. Thank you for your support of Raiders Fan Radio. And even if you can't support the show monetarily, like the amazing super chats and members and all that stuff, the direct donations that come in, all we ask is for a like, a subscribe, a thumbs up, a retweet, like any of that kind of stuff helps out the show because it helps out with advertising dollars. Thank you so very, very much. We love you guys. And Michelle?
Here we shut out the chat. Okay,
Yes, please.
Martin's in there. Colorado Raider. Is T3 Sports Guy? Is that
That's T-Hom.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I thought. Yes, they've changed the names on me. Yoshi's in there. Mark Barris, Raider Dank Vader, Paul. Raider Roo's in there. I said Martin, Corey Hagan. Oh, I'm in there.
Hey. Yeah, you
Kyle
are.
Raiders in there. Everybody's in there. Thanks for hanging out. I just love that we have people that love to hang out with us because
Heck yeah, man.
y'all are cool, but
But the chat room's cooler, no doubt about it. No doubt about it.
They're way more entertaining and funny than me
That
and
is-
Swag Jeff. There's no doubt.
No doubt, no doubt. Yeah, thanks for being here, everybody. We love you guys. Can't thank you enough for your
We'll
support.
get them to host your damn show with you.
I'm telling you, yeah.
do we have any producers out there? Producers?
Oh, my
Not content
gosh.
creators, producers. I can
Yeah.
take care of the content.
There you go.
Vinny's over there producing right now.
Yeah, he's producing something.
He's producing.
Yeah,
Leave him
absolutely.
alone.
Yeah, no kidding. Oh man. So yes. Hey, thanks for being here. We love you guys. Much respect. On behalf of Michelle, on behalf of Murf, on behalf of Vinnie, pinching a loafer, doing whatever he's doing in there. We love you guys. Don't forget, boys and girls, what happens in Vegas is started in Oakland. See you. Bye.
Gosh. Love you guys. Yeah, somebody in there said I was picking on the kid. I'm like, I'm picking on him. He's my son. I love him. That's why I wanted to bring him in one last time.
Yeah.
Anyways. Get on YouTube.
Goodbye.
He's like, damn, can I shit in peace?